Hi, I'm Lisa Ortega with Nevada Plants, and we're here today in Southern Nevada at a tree nursery, and we're looking and talking about the proper selection of trees. We're going to talk about the roots, the shoot, and proper trees. So first off, you want a tree that has a straight trunk, especially a single trunk tree. You want it to have a straight trunk with good taper, and let me show you a really good one. Here's a great selection. You see it's got the taper. It should be larger on bottom and thinner as it moves its way up to the top. Always you want it, when you plant, you want to take off that nursery stake, and while you're selecting a tree, you want to look under it and make sure there's not a lot of trunk damage. So the next thing you want to look at, you want a straight central leader, and if you have competition, they can be subordinated, and we have a video with Brad Dossler on that. Please watch it. We want to make sure we don't have roots that are rolling around, circling and girdling in the trunk, right next to the trunk, because those really can't be fixed. So this selection has a root that goes right around the trunk. You can see it expanded here. These are very hard to fix after the fact, and I would avoid these at all costs. Smaller ones that are on the edge, you can always shave those off for a great tree selection that you can work out those problematic parts after you get it home. So since we're in Southern Nevada, we're looking for desert adaptive and drought tolerant trees. Those trees have specific characteristics. The leaf will be gray-green. There'll be many small leaves called leaflets, which helps it conserve water and moisture in the leaf and in the trunk and in the full canopy itself. We also look for gray-green, hairy leaves, waxy and thicker leaves. All those things help trees conserve moisture, and that's less water that the tree needs to survive. This is an olive tree. This is a great example of a drought-tolerant tree. It's got long, lanceolate leaves, gray-green on the back, and kind of a gray-green leaf on the front as well. Those are indicators of a drought-tolerant tree. Here's a mesquite. This is a great example of a native drought-tolerant tree. Notice its leaflets. They're all very small, lots of space in between. And also notice on the buds, you have lots of great new growth. Something you always want to look for to make sure your tree is healthy and actively growing. Make sure you select trees that have a beautiful green top, that the leaves are green. It doesn't look like they have been eaten by anything, no weird spotting, no edges that are dark brown, even to black. You want to make sure that you have a healthy top, and you want to be able to see new bright green growth on the top. That means that the tree is actively growing and is healthy to put in your yard. There are two different kinds of trees you can purchase. One is an evergreen and one is deciduous. You have to decide which one you want for your place, your home. South and west sides are great to have deciduous trees. They block the heat in the summer, and then they lose their leaves and let the sun hit the home and the windows in the winter. And they're perfect for your electric bill, for saving energy. Also, the evergreens, every tree loses its leaves. Evergreens like this oak lose them all the way through the year, and deciduous trees lose them all at once. So I guess you can take your pick, which tree and how much maintenance and when you'd like to do it. So you want to make sure that the tree is healthy, and that's a beautiful green canopy. As you see this one, maybe not so much, and also other things happening on the leaf that you might not want to purchase. Another important thing is to make sure you know the mature size of the tree. Just look it up. If it's 30 by 30, then you want to check your space, measure your space. There's nothing worse than having a 15 by 15 foot space and selecting a 30 by 30 foot tree. You end up doing pruning all the time when you could select a smaller tree and have much less pruning with a beautiful canopy. Most of these that you find in the nursery here are adaptive to the cold. Most of the things in southern Nevada, when we get a cold snap, is when they die, like bottle trees and African sumacs. Those are great trees, but they need to be in areas that are covered and protected.
Check out the Southern Nevada Water Authority's list of water-smart trees. Get information on trees to find the best selection for your type of landscape, whether turf, xeriscape, in a parking lot, or street tree. It also includes other important information such as deciduous versus evergreen, thorns and flower color, growth rates, mature size, and most importantly, water use and drought tolerance. See the link in the description below.
Please join us on NevadaPlants.com and Nevada Plants YouTube for more information on how to plant trees and tree care. And keep on planting.